Hello and welcome to Doctor Who and the Drinks Trolley, episode 11. I'm Pierre.
And I am Vivian.
Hello, Vivian. Today's featured beverage is the White Russian. Cheers!
The first mention of the White Russian was in the Old Tribune in 1965.
Its popularity soared with the release of The Big Lebowski in 1998.
A film written, directed, and produced by the Coen brothers.
If you'd like us to cheers your favorite beverage in a future episode, just send a description or a recipe to the email address on your screen. So Vivian, what story would you like to talk about today?
We will talk about Doctor Who, Love and Monsters, first released on June 17th, 2006.
And it was requested by Linda on Instagram.
Hello, Linda!
It was written by Russell T. Davies.
He was the showrunner for Doctor Who from 2005 to 2010.
He also wrote The Second Coming, starring Ninth Doctor Christopher Eccleston, Casanova, starring the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, as well as Queer as Folk, Cucumber, and Years and Years. The Absorbaloff creature was created by 9-year-old William Grantham for a Blue Peter competition.
Blue Peter is a popular English children's program that was first broadcast on October 16, 1958.
Love and Monsters is a Dr. Light story with David Tennant as the 10th Doctor and Billie Piper as Rose Tyler.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Our story starts with Elton Pope,
Played by Mark Warren.
not to be mistaken with Elton John.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart. Elton is doing a video blog about his experiences in trying to find the Doctor.
He met him once when he was a boy but does not remember all the details.
He finds Ursula Blake on the internet.
She is looking for the Doctor too and has a recent photo of him on her blog.
They meet on a park bench and soon become fast friends.
Ursula is played by Shirley Henderson.
Pretty soon, Elton meets 3 other like-minded people. Mr. Skinner,
Played by Simon Cornell.
Bridget,
Played by Moya Brady.
and Bliss.
Played by Catherine Drysdale.
They form a group to share their experiences and meet every week in the basement of a library.
Elton names the group Linda.
The London Investigation and Detective Agency.
Fish and chips.
Rock and roll. It's musical Linda. Don't bring me down. Bruce. Like Elton says, you just can't beat a bit of ELO.
The Electric Light Orchestra are an English rock band from Birmingham, formed by Jeff Lynne and Roy Wood in 1970.
Musical Linda is playing a cover of Don't Bring Me Down by ELO with Mr. Skinner on the drums.
Bridget on piano.
Bliss on guitars.
Ursula on bass.
And Elton on vocals. When all of a sudden the lights go out, the elevator door opens,
Bing!
Victor Kennedy turns up. This is when everything changes.
He is here to help them focus on their goal.
He's here to take over and make it feel like work. There's one in every crowd.
Victor is played by Peter Kay. He plays a recording of the TARDIS sound.
Elton recognizes it from when he was a boy.
Victor gives him homework to do to find the Doctor.
Then Victor asks Bliss to stay behind when everybody else leaves.
We hear a scream. Next meeting, they ask where Bliss went.
Victor tells them that she went off to get married.
Liar!
Meanwhile, Mr. Skinner finds a picture of the TARDIS just recently.
This is when Elton sees the doctor and Rose with the Hoiks.
The doctor said, "Not the blue bucket." Hijinks ensue with the Doctor, Rose, and the Hoiks chasing each other in a Scooby-Doo style chase scene. Zoinks!
Elton froze at meeting the doctor.
And when he tells the group, Mr. Kennedy gets really mad and threatens to hit him with this cane. Bully.
Ursula stood up for him, forcing Kennedy to back down.
We
don't like Victor.
Victor sends them all out to the streets of London to find Rose.
London is a very large city. The chances of finding her are quite slim.
And yet, Elton meets Mrs. Scroot.
Played by Bella Emmerich.
She tells him Rose's address and everything about her family.
They're a nice family, a bit odd.
His luck holds out and he sees Jackie going into a laundromat.
He removes his shirt to have something to wash.
She introduces herself and she even invites him to her apartment so that he can fix her washing machine. At the next meeting of Linda, Mr. Kennedy is really happy with the developments.
He sends them all to achieve step 5. What is step 5?
He's probably finding the doctor, I guess. He asks Bridget to stay behind this time.
We hear a scream again.
Things keep breaking down at Jackie's, and Elton's kept busy all the time fixing stuff.
Jackie flirts with him.
And then some. Wine, El Divo, shirt off, romance.
But hold, Rose calls and the mood is changed.
Sad Elton decides that he's gonna go and get a pizza so that he can sit with Jackie just as proper mates. He comes back with the pizza, but he's been rumbled.
Jackie has found a photo of Rose in his coat.
She knows he's after the doctor. She's worked that out.
Mr. Kennedy is not happy.
No, but Elton tells it like it is. It's shameful. It's all gone wrong ever since Mr. Kennedy showed up.
Elton wants him to walk out on Victor as a group.
They're not having fun anymore. Even Bridget's been staying away lately. Sweet, even in the middle of all of this, he asks Ursula out on a date.
Evil Victor gets Mr. Skinner to stay behind.
He promises him numbers to help him find Bridget.
Mr. Skinner loves Bridget, so he stays.
We hear a scream again.
Ursula has forgotten her phone.
Ursula and Elton go back to the basement.
But where is Mr. Skinner?
Victor says he's gone to the toilet.
Lies!
They hear Mr. Skinner cry for help.
Victor reveals his true form.
Yuck. Bliss, Mr. Skinner, and Bridget are all part of his body now.
They've been absorbed. He's an absorber.
His goal was to absorb the doctor.
For now, he absorbs Ursula.
Elton's next. Run, Elton! Run!
The absorbaloff is big, but he is also fast.
Elton stops running at a wall, sad and giving up. He's lost because he's lost Ursula.
The TARDIS materializes.
The doctor steps out and says somebody wants to have a word with you.
Rose starts on Elton because he's upset her mom.
Big absorbing monster from outer space, and she's confronting him.
She should get some perspective.
And the doctor says it turns out that the Absorbaloff is from the twin planet of Raxacoricophalabatorius.
He's from Clone.
Victor wants the doctor to surrender or Elton dies.
The doctor tells him to do what he wants. cruel doctor.
The doctor is never cruel. He gives the ideas into their heads to Bliss and Mr. Skinner, Bridget, and Ursula to pull away from the Absorbaloff.
Elton smashes the king.
The Absorbaloff becomes a puddle of yuckiness drowning down into the earth. Ugh. Something about a limitation field. Ugh. The doctor sits with Elton and tells him what happened that night when he was a little boy, that night that his mother died.
Elton forgot.
We forget because we must. The doctor is able to do one last thing. He's able to save Ursula. Well, sort of.
She is a slab of concrete now, with a face and a cute smile.
They even have a bit of a love life.
They do? Yes, sir.
The Doctor and Rose are off on new adventures. That's it for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That is what the doctor would do.
And let us know what Doctor Who stories you'd like us to ramble on about in the comment section down below. Join us next time for Siberian Sleigh Ride and the Christmas Invasion. I'm Pierre.
And I am Vivian. See you next time.